It's paper 1, variant 2, February 24th. So the question number 11 here is concentrated aqueous sodium chloride is electrolyzed using graphite electrode, and you need to determine the product on cathode. So first of all, it is aqueous sodium chloride. So we have hydrogen ions there, we have hydroxyl ions, we have sodium ions and chloride ions. Cathode attract cations and anode attract anions. So we need to determine the product at cathode, and we have the probable candidates here is hydrogen ion and sodium ion. So hydrogen, because it has more ability to get rid of that solution, so we get hydrogen gas from cathode. So option B is the correct one. Question number 12 here is, which law describe the change that occur when metal burns in oxygen? So when metal burns in oxygen, what would happen? The temperature increases and it get oxidized, because it doesn't matter, it may be any of the metal. For example, if it is magnesium or sodium, when it react with oxygen, it converted into its oxide, the binary compound of oxygen. So it is oxidized and the temperature will increase. When calcium carbonate, so that C option is the correct one. When calcium carbonate is heated strongly, carbon dioxide gas is produced. Which word describe the type of change that occurs? So a calcium carbonate is carbonate you have, and you are heating them strongly. So, and what you have here, carbon dioxide gas is producing. So that means heat is used by the system. So that is an endothermic reaction. And the other thing is carbon dioxide release. So that means there is some sort of chemical change is happened there, and that the release of gas is the witness of that point. Uh, so that 13th A option is the correct one. Next question, question number 14. Which row about hydrogen oxygen fuel cell is correct? The first point is it's an fuel cell, so it converts chemical energy into electrical energy. So we need to pick the options from A or B. So we have two options. From the first one, it's act as a hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen react with oxygen, it gives you water, and the other one is decomposition of water. For water decomposition, we need energy to break the bonds and all that. So here we need to produce energy in the form of electrical energy. So option A is the correct one, in which it is the combustion of hydrogen. So for 14, the A option is the correct one. Question number 15, which list contain only chemical changes? Melting is not a chemical change, so it's not an option. Rusting, yes, it is. Freezing is not a chemical change because it's just phase change. Then the option C, neutralization, polymerization, and combustion. So all of these three are chemical changes. The first one is about the reaction of acid and base, in which salt and water produce. Polymerization, in which you give any a single unit which combine with the same units and gives you the polymer product. And combustion, when anything react with oxygen and gives you that the fuel combustion, or any of the equations you can quote here. So C option is the correct one. So there is no need to go for the D option. Then the next question, number 16. Excess calcium carbonate is added to 50 centimeter cube of dilute hydrochloric acid at different concentrations in two separate experiments, and you need to pick for the graph. So let's go for the values first. So in the first one, we have 0.20 mole per decimeter cube of hydrochloric acid, and in the second set of experiment, we have 0.10 mole per decimeter cube hydrochloric acid. And then we have volume of gas at 30 seconds, more hydrochloric acid, more gas concentration, and 60 seconds we have 99, and then 120. And you can see clearly that for carbon, the gas release in the second set is less as compared to the first one. So for all of the three options, you can check out B and C, because A and D can't be correct because the end release of gas showing the same values, which is not happening there. So we need to go or check out for B and C. C is not correct, because the reason is, you can see from the start it is showing a single line, although from the very start we have different values of gas which is releasing by the system, which is from 55 and 26, which is a big difference. So option B is the correct one here. The next question here is, an experiment is set up as shown, and we can see the experiment here. And what we have 50 centimeter cube of dilute hydrochloric acid and 1 gram calcium carbonate, and you need to check out for the statements. The first is, adding 10 centimeter cube of water to the 50 centimeter cube of acid increase the rate of reaction. If you are adding more water, you are diluting. So that means you are decreasing the actual reactant concentration. So rate of reaction doesn't increase. So this is incorrect. Increasing the size of the piece of calcium carbonate. So if you increase the size, the surface area increases, and if surface area increases, surface area decreases, because you are putting the the this, you are increasing the piece size. So surface area is decreasing, so rate of reaction will not increase. If you, instead of that, if you are adding granular or powder calcium carbonate, that might increase the rate of reaction. Definitely it will. Increasing the temperature increase the rate of reaction. Yes, because when you're increasing the temperature, the particles kinetic energy increases, they collide more rapidly, more effective collisions, and then yes, rate of reaction increases. So C option is the correct one. And the D option is, mass of conical flask in contents increases carbon dioxide. Look, if carbon dioxide gas is formed, it's a gas. It releases from the system. So the option is the correct one. Incorrect. So only the C option. Which reaction is reversible? So reaction of aqueous sodium hydroxide, it is an acid-base reaction. No, it is not reversible. Formation of N-hydrous copper 2 sulfate from hydrated. Yes, it is a reversible reaction, because it's very easily you can reverse that reaction, because copper 2 sulfate, if it is hydrated, you can convert it into anhydrous, and you can convert it into hydrated as well back, just by adding or removing the water. Oxidation is a chemical reaction. It, once it happens, it doesn't change. Combustion is a chemical, again it doesn't change. Silver oxide react with magnesium to make silver and magnesium oxide. Here, which thing is oxidized? Yes, it is magnesium, because magnesium is reacting with the oxygen, so it is magnesium oxide. Then for the next question, compound X dissolves in water to form an aqueous solution. Methyl orange is added to aqueous compound here. And what is compound X? So first of all, you need to know that methyl orange is a pH indicator, and it turns red when you add it into an acidic solution. Sodium carbonate is not an acidic solution. Copper oxide, again, not acidic. Potassium oxide is not acidic. So the only acidic solution here is sulfur dioxide. So for 20th question, the D option is the correct one.